Today we will first take up Baba's directions in the Avyakt signal that Baba is giving today. I will read that out first because there are new souls also sitting. So I'll just read that out and then we will understand. So Baba gives us the method to be constantly experiencing an unshakable, immovable and constant stage. Baba says, those who have imbibed power in their practical lives through this knowledge of the drama can never have any upheaval. This point of the drama provides the special power to remain constantly unshakable and immovable. Those who have imbibed it in the form of power can never be defeated. Every scene of this benevolent drama has one or another benefit merged in it. Be patient and practice seeing everything as a detached observer, and you will remain unshakable and immovable. Now, Baba has given us the knowledge of the drama. What is the knowledge of the drama? So, Baba tells us that according to the drama, there is according to the design of the drama, there is this flow or, this transition from Satyug to Treta Yug to Dwapar Yug to Kali Yug, or Golden Age to Silver Age to Copper Age to Iron Age. And this gradual transition happens with time. And there is nothing, so, it's not, this is the design. It's not happening because of any reason. This is how the drama is designed. So according to time, there will be, the time of Satyug, then the time of the Silver Age, the time of Copper Age, and the time of Iron Age. And every soul has to pass through these times. Yes. And this drama, this external, world is designed like that. And then we are playing our part in this drama. So, if we want to understand the knowledge of the drama, we have to understand this word drama. This word drama means that this is a stage and there is a drama or a play going on here. And in that play, we are playing our parts. Now you see that when an actor in the world is playing his part in the drama, he is given a script. So, he is given a script that in the first scene this would happen, second scene this would happen, third scene this would happen, fourth scene this would happen. And then finally this would be the end of the drama. And the actor, he keeps that awareness of the drama in his buddhi and plays his part. And when he keeps the script of the play in his awareness, then he is never surprised by any scene. Yes, so the actor knows that, in this scene there will be an attack by 5 people on me. And then I have to fight those people, and because I'm the hero, I will be the winner. So that's how the script is written. So then the actor just, plays his part like an instrument. There is no shock, there is no investment of any emotion. He's just playing his role. And then because he's aware of the script, nothing surprises him. And then another thing is, he doesn't confuse his identity with the scene of the drama. So, the actor knows that I'm the hero. Even when he is being bitten by the villain, so he knows that I'm the hero and ultimately I will win. So he gets beaten in style also. So, he's not feeling bad about being beaten. because he knows that I'm the hero and I will emerge as the hero at the end. So this is how Baba also tells us this drama is designed. So Baba says that in this drama there are different scenes. So there is the scene of Satyug, scene of the Silver Age, scene of the Copper Age, scene of the Iron Age, and then scene of the Confluence Age right now, which is the final scene of this drama. And Baba says that now that you know the script, then you must know that this is the final scene, and in this final scene there will be many upheavals, and there will be many things that would come in front of you, because this is the final scene of the drama, and we have understood that this we will eventually see the scene of destruction also. So we are not those actors who don't know the script of the drama. We know the script of the drama. So this ability of knowing the script of the drama, or this qualification that I know the script of the drama, gives me a very great power, the power of being a detached observer. So I told you about two things. One is you know the script. Second is you know that you are not the part you're playing, or you are not the scene in front of you does not define you. You know who you are, and then you know the script. So when you sit in the awareness of these two things, which is I know who I am the hero actor, I will emerge as the winner in the end. And then second, I know the script, so I'm not surprised by whatever is coming, because I know these things have to come in front of me so that they can live forever. So the Kali Yuga has to show its peak state, and then only it will transition into Satyug. I know these things. So then what does the imbibing of these 2 points make me? It makes me a detached observer. So I can watch every scene without any emotion of excitement or fear, or concern or tension. And I can also be assured within that I am a soul, and I am the chosen one, the one who wins every cycle. I am the hero actor. So I do not have to get affected by the scene, or I do not have to start labeling myself according to the scene that I am playing my part in. Yes. So does the hero have self doubt when he's going through a bad phase? No, the hero knows he's the hero. So Baba says this is the power hidden in the knowledge of the drama. But you see that any power that is hidden in something can be taken advantage of when when you make good use of it. For example, you see food has the power to nourish your body, right? But which food? The food that you digest. Yes, if food is there but you are not eating it, you are not digesting it, then that food will not become nourishment for the body. Similarly, this knowledge of the drama is a very powerful piece of knowledge. But Baba says that you have to digest this piece of knowledge. You have to think about it. You have to churn it. Just like when you churn the food in your body, it becomes blood. Similarly, Baba says, churn this knowledge of the drama in your buddhi, that, Baba is giving us this knowledge that everything which is outside is just a scene. Why am I identifying with it? Why am I thinking that this scene or this event or this situation is who I am? Or, why is it defining me? For example, if there is a scene of success, if there is a scene of failure, I am not a failure or a success. I am who I am. I am the soul on a journey, and I am eventually going to Satyug. So this is just a temporary scene of failure. This is a temporary scene of loss. This is a temporary scene of insult. I didn't get insulted. It's happening out there. So this thing about being very entangled with situations and other people's behaviors is all about starting to labeling yourself or starting to identify yourself with what is happening outside. So they are, so if somebody is speaking, then they are speaking, and if they are speaking ill, they are speaking ill. But when I take it personally, I feel that they spoke ill to me, and then I start feeling those feelings. But Baba says that no, it's just a scene. Somebody is speaking ill, but they are not speaking ill to you. They are speaking ill to you if you take it personally and you start churning on it. Then you start feeling bad about it. But once you understand that that's just another co-actor playing his part, and they are playing it according to how best they know how to play it. It's not about me. So no scene is about me, no behavior is about me. But what happens is, in Ravan Rajya, we start taking everything personally, and then it starts affecting our stage. And then whatever turbulence is outside, or whatever somebody is doing on the outside, it starts affecting me on the inside. So Baba has given this scene of this knowledge of the drama so that we can make a distinction between our inner world and the external scene, whether it's whether it's a scene of fluctuation or a scene of stability, or a scene of praise, or a scene of defamation. Baba says that's happening outside. Don't confuse yourself with it. And Baba has given us a very interesting expression for that. Baba says, just know that it is happening, but it is not happening to me. Yes, so it is happening, but it is not happening to me, because I know that that's just a scene in drama, and in Kali Yuga the scene will be like this. And whatever is happening to me is decided by Baba. So I am thinking, or I'm aligning my attitude, my awareness, my vision according to Baba's Srimad, and I'm seeing, feeling, thinking the way I'm supposed to feel according to Srimad. So it is happening, but it is not happening to me. And this gives you the quality of a detached observer. So you observe, but don't absorb. Yes, I'll give you one example. So, have you seen that when you sometimes travel by train, then you are sitting in the train, and the train beside your train is moving, but it gives the illusion that your train is moving. Yes, and you feel that your train is in motion, when actually your train is not in motion. It's the other train beside your train that is in motion. And then when you understand this and notice it a little, you are able to experience that actually your train is static, but the other train is moving. Similarly, this illusion that everything is happening to me, this illusion has been happening for very long. But now Baba is freeing us from that illusion. And Baba is saying that, it's all happening, it's out there. It's not happening to you. So when you accept the knowledge of the drama, that I'm not the scene I am in, I'm not I'm not this recipient of whatever parts the other co-actors are playing. So when you start understanding this, imbibing this, then you can detach your internal state completely from the external. And just like, an actor in a drama, you can play your part, but be yourself. So, the character you play, the scene you're in, what the other co actors are saying to you according to the script, they don't bother you. and they don't put you into self-doubt. They don't put you into, feelings which are not aligned with your pure state. So this is one thing. And then Baba says that Baba has given us the knowledge that every scene of the drama is for benefit. So there is benefit hidden in every scene. Drama is kalyankari, right? Now Baba says that although you cannot see the benefit right now, you trust that this drama is designed to be in my favor. Yes, so Baba says that eventually you see the benefit hidden in every scene. But Baba says it's not about whether eventually you see the benefit or not. It's about whether you have the faith that this scene has benefit in it. Yes, because what happens is eventually, even if there is benefit hidden in every scene, your journey will be very painful if you don't have the faith that eventually there is benefit in every scene. Yes, I'll give you one example. So, there was this one Mata, and she when she came into Gyan many years back, she always used to tell me that, Didi, I have a plot of land, and that plot of land is not getting sold. And I'm trying tooth and nail, and still I cannot find a buyer. And I have come to Baba, and you always say that Baba is very benevolent. But why is Baba not fulfilling this one wish of mine? So just, if Baba could make my plot sold, so you tell Baba that, I need the money, and the plot should get sold. So I always used to tell her, you see, drama is kalyankari. And then she used to get very frustrated. She would say, what Didi, drama is kalyankari, drama is kalyankari. What kalyan is there in the plot not getting sold? So I said, okay. So anyways, Baba says that drama is kalyankari, and I trust it. And it's also a question of, imbibing the knowledge that Baba gives. So I didn't argue with her. I just kept telling her that drama is kalyankari. And then, that demonetization happened in India. And then when the demonetization happened, that day that sister called me and said, do you know, Didi, if I had sold that plot, then I would have a lot of cash with me. And it would have become a very big trouble for me. But now that it's not been sold, so it's not a trouble for me now. And she said that, Didi, for the last 1 year, I had been so troubled by this thought. But now I understand, when you said drama is kalyankari or benevolent, I understand that yes, drama indeed is benevolent. So I said, but you know what? If you had understood it then, when I said it, then your journey would have been that of peace. So now you are feeling happy. But what about the 1 year you spent fretting about when it would be sold? Then that experience of that 1 year was so miserable. But if you just had faith in this knowledge of drama, then your journey would also be very good. Yes, sometimes we don't understand that we do not have the intellect to know everything, perceive everything, understand everything. Although Baba makes us Trikaldarshi, it's not like I can actually see what is the benefit hidden in whatever is happening now. But Baba says, if you have faith that whatever is happening, even if it feels like, looks like, appears like something very not benevolent, if you have this faith that Baba has said that everything in the drama is benevolent, then you will stay immovable and unshakable. So Baba says that, and just think about how big a quality it is to stay immovable and unshakable. Why? Because this confluence age is the age of moving forward. Yes, and you cannot move forward if you are not immovable and unshakable. So you have to, in order to do pursharth, make effort according to Baba's directions. You have to be free from the influences of the scenes of the drama. And only when you are not spending your energy of thought, your energy of feelings, your energy of knowledge, your power of virtues and your spiritual powers, when you are not spending them in absorbing the upheavals that you're feeling on the inside because of the scenes of the drama, if you don't conserve your energy like that, then you will not be able to have any energy spent for making spiritual effort. And again, how can you remember Baba in a shakable and, turbulent state of mind? You cannot do that. So, this confluence age is the age for creating the accumulating the punya karma for the next whole cycle. And how will you do that in a state which is always in a flux, or in a mind that is always turbulent? You cannot do that. So Baba says, use the knowledge of the drama and put a full stop to every thought, every negative thought, or why, or what, or wasteful thinking about why this is happening to me, by knowing that every scene is for benefit, and by understanding that the scene and I are two different entities. Just stay away from the influence of the scene. You have to understand that the scene is out there and I am the actor and I am powered by Baba. So let me behave as I am and let the scene be as it is. Yes, so if the scene is of loss, it's not that I lost everything. If the scene is of defamation, it's not that I got defamed. No. There is a scene of defamation. I am in self respect. There is a scene of loss. I am in full attainment of everything. I have this feeling that I have everything that is there to be attained in the world because I have Baba. So I can detach my emotions from the influence of the scene or behavior outside. So this is what Baba is talking about today in the Murli first. And then Baba is also talking about one more thing, which is easy nature. Yes, Baba says, if you want to have easy yoga, have easy nature. And what is an easy nature? Easy nature is somebody who doesn't overanalyze. Yes, somebody who doesn't have overthinking about something. So when you overanalyze, overthink, then what happens is, that easy nature is lost. You are not easy inside. And then when you're not easy inside, it becomes very difficult to connect with Baba or to remember Baba. So Baba says that easy nature means you have the power of acceptance. You accept, the way things are, and you know how to put a full stop to unnecessary thought. Yes, so you understand that it is what it is, and you accept it that it is this, and think about what you have to do rather than being in a place where you start thinking about why it is like this, or had it not been like this, it would have been great. So easy nature is when you don't create waste thoughts. Waste thoughts are, why is this happening, or how can this happen to me, or why is God being so unkind. So all those thoughts come from those are waste thoughts. So Baba says, be free from waste thoughts. And easy nature, when you have easy nature, then your waste thoughts finish. And then second thing is, easy nature means you are not in resistance. Yes, so you are not resisting everything. Sometimes you are resisting people's sanskars, you are resisting the scenes of the drama internally, and it's always going on. It comes from non-acceptance. So it is what it is, you don't understand that, and then you are always in a place of resistance where you are fighting inner battles. In your internal world, you're fighting people's behaviors, their natures, their sanskars. You are getting irritated, you are getting troubled, you are getting affected inside. And that is not easy nature. And when you keep fighting this other people's sanskars or situations or behaviors outside in your internal world, then what happens is you become very heavy inside, you become very troubled inside, and then it becomes very difficult to remember Baba. So easy nature means no waste thoughts, no overthinking. Easy nature means no resistance to everything that's happening outside. I am okay with everything. You know, uh, I have developed this easy nature by practicing something in meditation, and I will tell you that. So when I sit and have a commentary within myself, I always speak to myself in this language that I give everyone and everything complete permission to be who they are, and I have no problem with it. So, anybody can behave the way they want, and anything can happen the way it wants, and I have no trouble with it. I'm okay with everyone and everything. And this practice of, internally creating that ability to be in a non resistant, completely accepting zone, or creating that attitude in meditation has helped me have this easy nature where I'm able to let go of anything that's happening outside and be very relaxed inside. And because of this, when you are in a relaxed, stable state, then you are able to have easy yoga with Baba. Otherwise, half the time that we are sitting in yoga, we are only, fighting with whatever is going on inside, and trying to put a full stop. And trying to put a full stop takes so much time that half our energy is lost in that process. So, this is one thing. Then, easy nature also means egoless, and have you seen that there are so many people who take offense at anything and everything? Yes, so ego is your ability to take offense. And there are so many people who are very good at it, and they can take offense at anything and everything. And even if two people are talking and you don't even know the topic of their conversation, you will start having a thought that they are talking about me, or they are talking something negative about me, or somebody telling somebody to someone else, and you start thinking that they are telling to them, but they are actually trying to tell it to me. So there are so many ways in which you take offense, and then somebody saying something about some other person, and then you start thinking, why are they, somebody praising somebody, and then you start thinking, am I not worthy of praise? Why are they praising them in front of me and not me? I've seen, there was this one mata, and every time I would say, this mata is very good at this. Whenever I would appreciate somebody, then she would say, what Didi, I'm not good at it. So I said, I didn't talk about you right now. And why would I talk? Why would I appreciate you in front of your face? If you have some qualities, I definitely tell everybody about that. But this ability to take offense, and this state of ego is very against easy nature. And easy nature means, you don't analyze anybody's behavior or words, or, in such a critical way that you take offense at it and you start disturbing yourself. So, even if somebody gives you a comment, you should have the ability to take a compliment. Do you have that ability? That's a very good ability to have. Even if somebody is giving you a comment, just take it as a compliment. Yes, somebody says, you're very fortunate, you can afford to be lazy all day. So don't focus on the lazy, focus on the fortunate. So just have that ability to not take offense, just have the ability to not feel bad about things, and just be very calm and composed and stable inside. And then this so this is easy nature. And when you have this easy nature, and how does this easy nature come? So just like every quality that we have here, this easy nature is also cultivated through our relationship with Baba. So when you remember Baba, when you follow Baba's directions, and you fill yourself internally, yes, then this resistance, non-acceptance, ego, these things start to get washed away in this flow of purity and attainments that you're receiving from Baba. And when your heart is full, then there is no place for resistance, there is no place for ego. And the more you connect yourself with Baba, the more you remember the ocean of purity, the more you fill yourself with Baba's attainments, then your heart will become very clean, and it will be cleansed of all the different kinds of negativity in your heart will be washed off, and then you can have an easy nature, and then you will have easy yoga. Then you will not have to make that much effort to remember Baba, but it will become very organic and very easy and very natural for yourself. So this is what Baba is talking about in the Murli today. Anybody wants to share anything, please do.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Today we got very beautiful points in drama. In Murli, Baba said about drama and easy nature, and Baba emphasizes always about Mukti and Jivan Mukti. And for that, we have to become very light-hearted, light-headed here. Then only we can proceed forward.
Right.
Otherwise, all of us are more emphasizing on drama only.
Right.
But in negative way.
Right.
Taking everything on ourselves only, personally. So this is a very good practice.
Correct.
To be in awareness. And definitely we'll follow this.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Yes, anybody else wants to say anything? All the souls. Om Shanti. Yes, please.
Yeah, this churning of knowledge is really wonderful, because the more I churn and the more I think so deeply on these points, it makes me feel about the love that Baba is having and the efforts that he is making to purify us.
Correct.
So that connection develops in this way, the way, and that there is someone who is making so much efforts to make us pure and make us free from all the vices.
Correct.
So it gives a very nice feeling.
Yes. So gratitude is also one door to love. So when you churn on Baba's knowledge, you start appreciating the gift of knowledge, then your heart is full of gratitude, and then that love in the heart emerges through that gratitude. So that's also a very good method. Om Shanti. Hanji.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Om
Didi,
Shanti.
years ago, you told one story about the birds and the hunter. Shikari aayega, jal bichayega. So that is still there, very much fresh, and I always try not to get identified with whatever is happening around, but unknowingly also, even though like the birds, they knew that jal bichayega, dana dalega. But the same way it happens that even I have that in my consciousness, I don't have to get identified, but that truly like I'm even not aware that is really happening. So again, as today Baba says that remain detached. That is one more reminder to myself.
Yes. And why this happens is because when the situation arises, then I'm holding that thing in my awareness. But when there is no situation, am I churning about that point so deeply? So, because attitude is created through constant churning. Whenever you want to create an attitude, for example, you see, just observe the attitude of fear that you have right now, right? So, when we are constantly churning about all the information in the world which is triggering fear in me, then my attitude changes into fearful. Similarly, I have to make it a point to keep constantly churning about this knowledge that Baba is giving me. Then that will develop into an attitude. And when a situation arises, then whatever attitude is already created, attitude is also a sanskar. So there is a habit of attitude. So when that habit of attitude is created, that attitude of faith towards the drama is created through churning, then that will come to our rescue when there is a situation. But otherwise I will keep thinking about it, but that attitude is of the mistrust or some other attitude. So that attitude has to be changed through constant churning. This is the method. Okay. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Didi.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Okay, that's all. Let's thank Baba for some time. So anybody, those brothers and sisters who are joining for the first time, so new to Gyan. So any question also you have, you can ask at the end. You can just, even if you're not switching on the video, you could just unmute and ask. Or, you want to contribute something to the discussion, you could also share that.
Maybe if you could just re-narrate that story for the people who have joined you.
Okay, so the story goes like this, that there was once a hunter, and there was not the hunter, there was a bird keeper, and that bird keeper had a group of birds, and he trained them by saying that the hunter will come, he will spread the net, and he will try to entice you, but don't get caught. So he kept singing this to the birds, and the birds also learned that song, that the hunter will come, he'll spread the net, then he will give you food to eat, and don't get caught. And then the birds learned the song and they kept singing this. And once the hunter came, and the hunter saw from a distance that these birds are singing this song, so he thought that these birds are very wise, they won't get caught in my net. But then he had time, so he thought, let me just spread the net and sleep. So he spread the net and he slept, and then when he woke up, he saw a very interesting scene, that the birds were caught in the net and singing the same song, don't get caught in the net. So Baba says that, sometimes we also learn everything that Baba says like a song, and we keep singing it through the mouth, but then we are in the same situation, which is, we are doing the opposite of what we are singing, but still singing the song with our mouth. So this is the story. Okay, let's thank Baba for some time. Om Shanti.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, Anji.
Yeah, when I share this knowledge with my daughter sometimes, she has a question for which I don't have an answer. So I just thought probably maybe new people also may have the same question, so I'll ask.
Okay.
She always tells me that you say that every Atma is the child of God, and God is a pure soul. So he should not be doing any injustice with any soul. So why is this drama designed in such a way that the souls who come in the end will come in the end in every cycle? So they'll never get an opportunity to come in Satyug. So why is it designed in such a way that those souls, there is no possibility of those souls coming in, seeing the golden age in any cycle? So I don't know what to answer to her in such to this question.
Okay, see, Baba tells us that some souls will come in Satyug, some in Silver Age, Copper Age, Iron Age. But every soul who comes at any time will go through the cycle of Sato, Rajo, Tamo. So they will have their highest state and then they will deplete. So it's not like happiness will only be seen by those who are in Satyug. Even those who will come in Kali Yuga will see half happiness and half sorrow. So any soul, so this drama is not unfair, right? But this drama has a law. You get as much as you do. Yes? And right now, every soul has an opportunity to make the effort. But we are not everybody is choosing to make the effort. Yes? So let's say there is one soul who is making 100% effort, and there is another soul who is not making 100% effort. So according to that, we are again, getting half and half happiness, but that half and half, how long that is depends on effort. And second thing is, Baba doesn't design the drama. Baba is benevolent, but the drama is designed according to the law of karma. And because everybody chooses their own karma, so souls are responsible for their fortune, not drama. Yes, so this question that your daughter is asking is coming from a place of thinking that we are doing everything according to the drama. No, we are getting everything according to our karma. So that is why Baba says karma first. If you keep drama first, then this question will arise. But it is karma first. Yes, for example, Baba came since 1936. Yes, we received this, we received this message also many years back. Yes, but why did we not come and make effort? So this is according to our karma that we decide our fortune. So we cannot say that when people are choosing their karma and receiving their destiny, then later we can only, instead of judging them and saying that they are suffering because of their own karma, we are saying that okay, the drama is designed like this. But it's not like that. So if you take drama first, then this question will arise. But if you understand karma first, then this question will not arise. So that is why Baba in the Murli many times explains that there is drama and there is effort, but keep effort first, because otherwise you will start taking knowledge in a very twisted way. Okay, Om Shanti.